guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to the library and another unboxing video. This is our February book unboxing. We have 5 books from Junior Library Guild. As always, I did vet these books at least a long time ago. I didn't actually choose them. They were chosen for me by Junior Library Guild, and I can swap them if I ever want to. Sometimes I do if I'm like, some of these sound kind of similar, or I just don't think there's enough interest in our, student population, and I can find something better to swap them for. But let's go ahead and see what 5 books we have. So I see the one on top. I feel like this is something I've seen a similar cover to. It looks like Concrete Rose by Nick Stone, Tiffany D. Jackson, maybe Nick Stone, I can't remember. But anyway, it does look like that to me, but it's called Promise Boys. Maybe it's just because of the coloring and the font, by Nick Brooks. Perfection, Excellence, Discipline, Murder. Ooh, wait, is this actually like a thrilling, captivating? It says it's a mystery. Okay, it's blurbed by Adam Silvera, Kevin McManus, who wrote One of Us Is Lying, and then Nick Stone, author of Dear Martin. It says, I can't wait to see this expertly crafted mystery take the world over while teaching us a thing or two about what it means to be a boy of color in 21st century America. So is this it says, we are the young men of Urban Promise Prep. We are extraordinary because we work hard. We are our brother's keepers. We are responsible for our future. We are the future we promise. Okay, so the principal of this Urban Promise Prep School is like super strict and says that extreme discipline is the only way that these students are ever going to be college bound. And he turns up dead, this principal. And it says all 3 of the main characters are prime suspects. They must maintain their innocence. They must band together to track down the real killer before they're arrested, but is the true culprit hiding among them? Oh, so maybe it is one of the 3? Ooh, so it's like Dear Martin meets One of Us Is Lying. I can imagine that this is going to be super popular in our library. The next book, I actually see what it is because, I saw it on the top there, but it is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. This is the same author that wrote A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, which I loved so much. I thought the first one was like really good, like 4 stars. I thought the second one was like 3.5 stars. It was fine. The third one was like amazing, like 5 stars. It's worth reading the first 2 to read the third one. It was mind blowing. It turns everything on its head, upside down, and is like nothing you ever expect to see coming. It's one of my favorite young adult mystery thriller type books of all time ever, if not my very favorite. But this is the same author. This is her newest work then, 5 Survive. And let's see what it's actually about. It says it's about Red Kinney. Oh, so is it? Oh, it's a girl. Okay. Red is on the road for spring break with her 5 friends, her best friend and her older brother, his perfect girlfriend, a friend from school, and the guy wishes Red was more than a friend, but they won't make it to their destination. When their RV breaks down in the middle of nowhere with no cell service, they soon realize this is no accident. They have been trapped by someone out there in the dark, someone who clearly wants them dead. With 8 hours of dawn, or until dawn, the 6 friends must escape or figure out which of them is the target. But is there a liar among them? Buried secrets will be forced to light, and tensions inside the RV will reach deadly levels. Not all of them will survive the night. I think I'm going to read this just because I loved her writing style. Like, she's actually a really good writer. I don't know that the plot will intrigue me as much, but we'll see. I have high hopes just because of how much I loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So our next book is one that I've never heard of. It's called A Consuming Fire by Laura E. Weymouth, maybe? It's blurred by Aaron A. Craig, who wrote House of Salt and Sorrows. It looks fantasy, I'm guessing, based on the cover. It says it has exquisite prose, fiery characters that will fulfill readers in search of stories about sisterhood, courage, and love in all the forms it takes. Ooh, it says that this person says, I long to give this book to every girl who ever wanted to fight a god. Is that what it's about? It says, I can't even say their last name. Wetherell girls aren't supposed to die. Once every 18 years, the isolated forest village of Wetherell is asked to send one girl to the god of the mountain to give a sacrifice for the good of all of Albion before returning home. So these twins, Anya and Ilva, are raised with this destiny in mind, and when the time comes, spirited Ilva volunteers to go to the god, leaving her devoted sister Anya at home to pray for her safe return. But Anya's prayers are denied. With her sister dead, Anya volunteers to make a journey of her own to visit the god of the mountain. But unlike her sister, sacrifice is the furthest thing from Anya's mind. Anya has no intention of giving anything to the god of the mountain or of letting any other girl do so ever again. Anya has not set out to placate a god, she has set out to kill one. Ooh, I feel like this is just sort of that common trope of like one person has to be sent to be sacrificed for the good of the village kind of trope that I see a lot in fantasy. So This actually sounds really interesting. I don't know if this is maybe a debut. Is it? No, she has other, oh, she wrote The Light Between Worlds. I have heard of that. Okay, so I'll read some reviews because I am maybe actually interested in reading this one. The next book I see, because I know this one because I've seen it all over BookTube, so I'm actually really excited because I kind of want to read it. It's A Song of Silver Flame Like Night, which I hate that title. It's too long. All these long titles, like A Court of Mist and Fury and whatever, all those books, like I just hate all these long titles. So this book is definitely obviously fantasy. So, oh no, look at the page. It's messed up. It's bent. Oh, that's really sad. Oh, I don't know what it's actually about though, but the summary is like really long. It's definitely set in another world. The battle for the last kingdom begins. Is this going to be a series? I'm guessing it's probably going to be a series. There are misty mountains. Oh, that's funny. Misty mountains. I love it. There's magic and demons and let's see, mysterious marks. I mean, it definitely just sounds like a typical fantasy, but it's also really, really long. Oh, the author was born in Paris but grew up in Beijing. Interesting. She has some other books as well that I've never heard of. This Blood Air series. But yeah, this book's like almost 400, well, it is 450 pages. It's quite chunky. The font is like not too small, but the lines are really close together without much space. So, I mean, this would take a while to read. I would have to hear really good reviews. It does say devastatingly gorgeous, so maybe the writing's really pretty. I don't know. I'll look into it a little bit more before I decide to read it. And we are on to our final book, which I have no idea what it is. Oh, 9 Liars by Maureen Johnson. I think it's either in the Truly Devious series or it's like somehow connected to Truly Devious, which I feel like was just a trilogy. So maybe this is like a spin-off series or something. But anyway, I know it's related to the Truly Devious series. Something when everybody lies, somebody dies is the tagline. It does show the Truly Devious books here on the back. So like I said, I don't know if it's part of this series because I feel like for some reason that series was over. There was The Vanishing Stair, The Hand on the Wall, The Box in the Woods. Unfortunately, I know a lot of our students have not been reading the Truly Devious series. I don't know that, like The Box in the Woods, I don't know if it's ever even been checked out one time. So hopefully this isn't just like a waste of money. Oh, it is the 5th. Yes, it is. The series is still going. It's the same book. It's the same series. The 5th book in the Hilarious series. Hilarious. I read the first one. I would not say it's hilarious. Starring Stevie Bell is another pulse-pounding mystery. So can you read this by itself? Because it kind of sounds like you can. It mentions the previous case that they solved, blah, blah, blah. Somebody's lying. It just kind of sounds the same. I don't know. I'd have to hear awfully good things. I did not like Truly Devious. I thought it was very mediocre. I was bored. The premise sounded so good because it was like 2 different mysteries, one in the past and one in the present, that were somehow kind of connected that the main character had to solve. And she was kind of like a Sherlock Holmes kind of character, and she was just like super intuitive when it came to solving mysteries. And that's why she was at this elite school, this elite like private boarding school where this previous mystery had taken place. But I just did not find any of it interesting. There was like a little teen romance I just didn't care about. So I'd have to hear awfully good things before I would continue. So those are all the books in our box today. I think the ones I'm most interested in reading, I think the students will be most interested in Promise Boys, because since it is like Dear Martin meets, what was it? One of Us is Lying. But I think for me, I'm actually most interested to read the only one I've not heard of. Well, I've not heard of Promise Boys either. I'd heard of the other 3, but I think this one's the one I'm most interested in, about a character having to, supposedly go be sacrificed for the good of her village, but then winding up having to like kill the god that she's being sacrificed to. So I don't know, I would look up reviews before I take my time to read it, but this is definitely the one I'm the most intrigued by. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these books and if I should read any of them, especially if you've ever heard of A Consuming Fire, because I need to know if I should read it. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.